Welcome to CryptoManiaks. My name is Rafael Hauxley, and soon we will be interviewing Jason Sheman of Bitcoin.com. He will be talking to us about local.bitcoin.com, a peer-to-peer exchange where you can trade Bitcoin Cash with others in your local area, wherever you are, without any type of KYC, which is quite the step above localbitcoins.com. That has introduced, unfortunately, very stringent KYC. He will also be discussing any new plans and progress for the Bitcoin.com website and wallet. So take a look and return for more videos and articles from CryptoManiaks.
I'm Jason. I work at Bitcoin.com. So sometimes people do say that we're Bitcoin Cash, but we're not Bitcoin Cash. We're just a website that provides products and services for cryptocurrencies that are usable. We're owned by Roger Ver, who's an adamant Bitcoin Cash supporter. So we released local.bitcoin.com, a platform that was it's a peer-to-peer platform for trading Bitcoin Cash. And there's other cryptocurrency platforms that are similar, but there wasn't one that was for Bitcoin Cash before. So that's when we released that July 4th, actually.
How does local.bitcoin, is that only for the American market or is that for a worldwide market?
So it's worldwide, right? And it allows you to buy and sell Bitcoin Cash with anyone anonymously, right? And now you can't do that through what the main place that people did that before was local Bitcoins. But now they have some pretty stringent KYC. And I don't know if the people watching this video would know that, but it's know your user. And there's quite a bit of information that you need to give before you can start trading on their platform.
So localbitcoins.com has stringent KYC and they're worldwide, but local.bitcoin.com does not have stringent KYC. Does not have stringent KYC. And currently, you only offer Bitcoin Cash. Are there plans for other cryptocurrencies?
So currently, for local.bitcoin.com, it's Bitcoin Cash. I think because of the way things are moving, for instance, in our Bitcoin.com wallet, we have something called SideShift. We'll be supporting other cryptocurrencies on local.bitcoin.com. I don't know if it'll happen right on local.bitcoin.com, and that's just because of the technicalities or the way that it's settled on Bitcoin Cash. But you're seeing all different ways that people can pretty effortlessly move between one and other cryptocurrencies. There's something called sideshift.ai, which we have integrated into the Bitcoin.com wallet. So if you're an Ethereum fan or whatever you think works for you, you're able to basically take that Ethereum, output through a Bitcoin Cash address that you could then settle on local.bitcoin.com. I would say that for a novice user, that might be a little bit more of a difficult use case, but I mean, it's going to get easier and easier to do that stuff. And I think the way that it's going to look in our application or other applications in the future, and in considering where we were 3 years ago, what it will look like in 2 or 3 years from now, I think that you'll be able to do that on local.bitcoin.com or a similar platform. But we have all different products and services that we're just trying to give people the experience that they're accustomed to when they use fiat currencies, right? So with our wallet, with our exchange, and we're trying to recreate some magic that was experienced with local Bitcoins in the past, I think, right? So.
And that's why I jumped on this opportunity to talk to you, Jason, is because this is the type of progress, this is the type of dynamic change that I am personally trying to convince people of and educate people on. And my analogy to it is living through the 1990s and the internet and email, right? I still remember watching a Jay Leno interview with Bill Gates where Jay was just making fun of this whole internet thing and this email thing and having to disconnect your phone line and the horrible noises the modem would make, right? And people at that time were treating the internet and email much the same way as people are treating cryptocurrencies these days, and that is that it's static, right? So if email and the internet would have stayed static and never changed, and we'd still have to dial up and listen to that horrible dial tone and do all that kind of stuff, then of course that technology would have never taken off. But because it was dynamic, because it changed, now it's ubiquitous, we can't live a day without it. And I certainly believe that in a matter of years, in this 2020s, especially this new decade we're entering into here in a couple of weeks, in that decade, we're going to see that kind of progress where your endeavors at local.bitcoin.com to make it a user-friendly experience, that type of progress will be like wildfire, really.
Yeah, it's got to be a better UX than what they're using right now, I think, right? So there's a lot of people who are working hard on different applications, and hopefully we can take inspiration from what that is and add it to what we're doing. And hopefully people see success with what they're doing as well. But in order for somebody to switch from what they're using right now, it needs to work better, right? I think that's what it comes down to. And hopefully that isn't the result of a complete gross mismanagement of fiat currencies. I certainly wouldn't want, a lot of people in cryptocurrency, they're waiting for that, but I don't want somebody who saved all their life earnings to then be undermined by an irresponsible government. That's not the wish for me. Do I think that there's a probability that will happen somewhere in the world, or are we seeing that happen? Absolutely, right? Does it look like it's on the horizon for most countries? I really hope not, right? But I think for worldwide adoption, it needs to work better than what they have right now, and hopefully that's because the technology gets there and not because of complete negligence, or even I really hope that it's not just some government that undermines everything that people have done, right? Destroys their wealth.
Yeah, that's the hope, that we enter into it not because of dystopia, but because of progress and change, which actually leads me into I don't know about the final question, but one of the bigger questions for you is now, and it's an apropos time to get into it because we're ending 2019 and getting into 2020 is a whole new decade. What are the goals? What's the future endeavors at Bitcoin.com, and maybe some upcoming projects you'd like to share, or perhaps just where you guys are at right now and what you're hoping for?
Yeah, so we've got a few different teams working on many different things, and one, I guess, when people come to Bitcoin.com, often because we do have kind of that strong SEO name, they're looking for their first foray into Bitcoin, or that's what this is, and they download our wallet. And we're going to be releasing a new wallet in a few days, and I wish I could show it to you right now, but I have some guys downstairs who get really angry at me. And right now we have 5.4 million wallets that have been created on our current wallet. And what this is now, it is making it just a better user experience. It looks more like these fintech apps that people work with. It's a little bit easier to kind of manage your private keys, manage different wallets on your phone, and in the future, it is gonna support SLP tokens, right? Easier to switch from different cryptos. So I think things are getting better. We're one company among a bunch of great companies out there that are not to say that but there's a lot of great companies out there, a lot of people working hard to make this usable as money. So I hope that it just keeps continuing this trend in the next decade. And then I really have no idea where it ends up, but it could be quite exciting. So
it's a pleasure to speak to you, Jason, about these innovations and this progress that you guys are doing at Bitcoin.com. I'm certainly looking forward to especially testing out local.bitcoin.com for all of those types of swaps and P2P transactions, keeping that anonymity and just my financial freedom.
Absolutely. So yeah, if you have any questions, then everybody should go and just check it out right now. Or if they're interested in seeing it, just local.bitcoin.com. And yeah, they can browse trades that are in their area, or yeah, they can start right away in a few steps. So.
Excellent. Well,
Yeah.
let's keep in touch, and with any other types of updates, we'll speak about them as well.
Okay, sounds good. Have a great one, Raf. Okay.
Thanks, you too, Jason.